Hello, here is an Osaka League game that White won by 20 points. Well, towards the end, White grabbed a few stones in the middle and broke quite a lot in that area. Otherwise, the game is much closer, but probably White still wins by a couple of points. So let's check it out. Overall, this was quite a peaceful game. So we have a parallel start, then White obviously plays a Kakari to prevent the second Shimari. Simply defend with Kosumi, make a base, that's fine. So here Black can already think about moves like this in order to work with his Shimari in the top left, but it's just a matter of style. Also, usually White just plays a 2-space base, but if White wants to be a little more active, an attach at E17 is an option. Then pull back, turn, and extend somewhere to the middle of the side, either 3-space high or 3-space low. So this is a way for White to try to connect the whole side using P17, but yeah, keep things simple, so just 2-space jump. Then Black attacks this lower left corner. Now we have a pincer, that's a nice idea. This Kosumi, it's an old school way of playing, very Japanese style. Normally Black puts pressure here and things are getting more interesting with a push and cut. Also, Black has other options like 1-space jump, which is again old-fashioned 2-space jump, possible too. Let's check a Joseki here. So attach, pull back, make a nice shape with the jump, cut, extend, capture a stone. So this is a trade Joseki. Black is giving up the stone at E6, but hurts the H4 stone. So that's good to remember. Well, nothing wrong to play this Kosumi. It's just that White can try, for example, D3 or to be aggressive with E5. This looks like a key point because when Black pushes several times here, White is going to build territory on the 5th line already. Then when Black jumps out, White can also take care of the bottom side. If Black slides in the corner, White will extend on the left side to enclose the box. But White decided to play Keima, which is the most common move. Then Black has to slide and White extends for a base. So this is a really old school Joseki, and it's very nice looking both for Black and White regarding the shape. So Black extends on the right side. This is a little bit soft. Well, usually that's the extension you want to play from Q15, but Black should consider a corner approach and then extend back to the middle of the side like R10 or Q10 to be a little more active and try to build more. So this seems a bit slack. White defends the corner. Obviously this prevents a Sun invasion, and it's good direction to play. You want to try to connect to H4. And next, of course, for White it's interesting to extend R9. This is a big point, K17. White comes out. For White it's nice to play R18 locally, but obviously this is a move to prevent being pressed down at O16. But actually White can also leave the position like this, so it's very large to get this point at R9 or to extend towards the top left Shimari and limit the Moyo. It's hard to say which of the moves are bigger or more urgent, because this Keima is also quite important to keep safe in the top. So Black kicks. A very good decision for White to go down, because now White has the stone at O15, so White doesn't want to go up. It will make O15 become a waste. So going down is nice, the shape is good, and from this descent, the Sagari, White can jump at R18 next in the endgame. So Black extends on the right, on the left, sorry. But actually for Black it's interesting to play R6 now, because this is a huge open space on the right side. Even though White has a stone at O3, Black can still use R6, and if White defends the corner, now also extend in the top left. Another option for Black is to play R8, and from R8 he can slide S4. So if White plays the move here, then again Black can grab this point. If White plays this one, Black can slide or invade the bottom around here, or play a shoulder hit, then jump, like it happened in the game. So Black took this point. Now White goes for the largest point on the board, which is R9. Very good, because it's also threatening to limit that expansion in the top right. Black jumps. This is nice. This Kosumi, it's actually threatening the base of the corner, so Black has to do something, and he did. And now this attach. Well, the attach, it's actually playable, but it's more interesting to go e3, sorry, e2. So playing this attached is more interesting. If black cuts, white will give up the stone and go for the center. And also the shape black gets here, it's an empty triangle, not so amazing. But usually black is not going to cut, black will just block, then white pulls back, and now there's a cutting point around d4, and when black defends here, white can just leave it. So playing a tsuke here, it's actually more of a probe move to see how black will react, and you can even leave it like this. But with this cut, the thing is, if black plays here, white wants this move, then black connects, because black is not going to capture the stone and give the corner. Now he's still on the run with only one eye. So black will protect the corner. Then normally, you gotta play this move and sacrifice the two stones, then Atari from behind and connect. But this is not such a happy variation, even though you you get to separate the stone in the middle. Black gains a lot in the corner because he captured the two stones, now he's alive, and in the end white is gote. So now black can still try to use the edge of the mark stone, but he doesn't want to come out right away. He will play probably shoulder hit, jump out, and reduce the bottom, and later on he can jump in at h2 or j3. So that's why it's a little bit better to use e2 than d2. But obviously d2 is the kind of Tesuji you want to think about in similar positions. So wow, black just went for the empty. Now white connects under. This is good for white. And link, very nice, so black has to leave. Actually, yeah, the block feels good, but white can play here first. And when black captures a stone, then Atari, black needs to go down. So this creates an empty triangle. Because playing the block here, white, black goes up. So just Nobi. Instead of Nobi, should Hane. If black plays Nobi here, you leave it like this. And if black captures a stone, you have Atari in the head of two stones, and then you connect. You don't need to cut because it's too troublesome. Just connect, and if he connects, black put lots of stones just to survive in the corner. Then you can play a big point like this, or something to reduce the top side. So Nobi, it's a little bit slack when you can play Hane. If he goes here, you don't care. If he goes here, Atari connect. So it's a bit more pushy than just simply get ahead. So black played the shoulder hit, which is a pretty popular move nowadays. Then white push under. Actually, white can block O4 as well. Now when black comes out, you have several options to think about. Locally, just play the clamp and go down. But it's also okay to play away. I mean, for example, something in the top, an invasion, then a tsuke, hane, and keima. Because here on the bottom, even if black plays something like this, white is still okay, and the group is kinda heavy. So push one time with the idea to take center. Push, if black plays away, you hane and you build more. But yeah, one of the moves are always fine. I mean, either block entry or O4. It's hard to say which is better. But in this case, I would like O4, maybe slightly better for white. But this is fine too. And black was supposed to protect on the outside, like this, or solid, or tiger mouth, something to force white connect under, then come inside the right. This is more interesting for black because he's trying to catch the R9 on a larger scale. Playing the submarine move, not so great. White obviously will connect the stones, so that's fine. Actually, white can also play Kosumi, then black will push, one space jump, allow black leaving the corners more like this, and then go on a counter attack. So black takes this corner, but white being strong on the outside can catch the 3 stones on a large scale. This is a better deal for white. But yeah, the usual move is the bump. So then block. Oh, so aggressive by black. Black should just play keima. Now if white comes here, black keima, and black is running out, but not alone. White is also weak on the right side. So here, interesting idea to play this clamp or Hasamitsuke. It's also okay to play just hane. So when black pulls back, push again, hane, block here, then leave the position like this. So black is still low on the right side. And now attack the center. Actually now with this wall, it's more interesting to catch everything on even a larger scale. So we have this counter clamp. Normally after this, you want to connect underneath. So when he cuts, you capture the stone. If Atari, you take. If Atari again, you can even play Atari. On this move, connect. And now the stones die. But it can be a little bit tricky. So this take, Atari. If you connect, he connects. You can push, he needs to connect. Otherwise, this cut, it's troublesome. Everything dies on the right side. So yeah, normally you want to connect under. But this push is good too. So here, black should try the connection. Now white needs to Hane. Black will connect. If white plays here, take. Then you gotta connect in the middle. And he can run out. It's a bit better for black than the actual game. So he went down, Hane, and double Hane. Now here, normally white can just pull back. But in fact, it's not even a big problem to lose that stone. You can play Atari from behind and then try to connect on the right side. Because if black goes down, you kill everything. So black must turn, then you connect under. There's still a problem at Q10. He needs to play here. And this is all center for white. So white can play away. Let's say a shoulder hit to reduce the top. And if black goes Atari here, you just sacrifice that stone. Atari and connect. So it's not a big deal to lose this guy if you already damage the right side with a connection underneath. In center. So instead of this connection, use the cutting points in your favor. Atari and connect underneath. If black wants to capture here, you can give him the stone anytime. But there is more. You can play one Atari, then Atari here, Atari again, and connect. So this is a disaster for black anyway. So that's an interesting combination to read locally. Now black connects and that's pretty much it. I mean, you can play Hane in center just to make sure black doesn't play it. But yeah, it's big to cut here. So black was giving up the bottom, but black can play Hane here and connect instead of allowing the T8. Well, if he plays it too early, like now, maybe you don't connect, you don't care about that and invade the top. He captures here and you just gain more in the top. This jump was good. So the game for now, it's still kind of close because black got this huge potential on the right side and the big box in the top. So overall, he can continue, of course, the game. So jump in the middle to reduce the moyo. Yeah, that's interesting. And important. So let's see what happened. Actually, the way to reduce that top area is to play something around here or this kind of move. But those moves will come. So we have a jump in the center. Black played a little bit shy. So for black, it's interesting to play a block like this. Then when white comes back, block again and just enclose the box. This is the way. This Kosumi is trying to make sure white doesn't cut and capture those two stones. But let's say this happens. Atari here. Black can give up a stone. Then play another move to work on his box. If white captures here, anyway, black can come from the bottom. So this wasn't too powerful. Good to connect. Keep that left side. This is a little bit soft. Now it's time to reduce the top box somehow. This is another good move because white has to, black has to connect underneath. Otherwise, when white goes down, this is threatening the connection on the second line. This attached, so the moyo it's ruined. Yeah, the block here was a little bit soft. This block in the top is quite big. So white reducing center, that's good. Tsuke, very nice. Yeah, on this Tsuke, black should play the Hane. And on this move, Atari and fight. Or push and cut. Like this, even if black loses a stone, he keeps most of the top. So, the way this Sabaki went for white, it's really good. But actually, white can play Atari like this, push one time to create cutting points, then play a Kosumi. Now there are cuts around E13, so even if black plays here, he needs to come back and protect against the cut. Then simply push in the corner and the group is alive. So damage is done. That sequence is pretty much forced. So this move, black goes down, Hane, Atari, that's fine. Yeah, it's difficult for black to continue fight. So when black connects, white can play it here in center, then come out, and now those stones can die big inside. So black is giving up a few stones. The shape is a little bit heavy, but good to capture them. Normally this is a bit greedy. Should just capture the stone on the side. If black plays here, you block and that's fine. But if it wants to kill everything, why not? It's just that it leaves more agi. So it worked. Now here, it's interesting to play k18. If he cuts, you cut, you give him one stone and push inside. So you get the middle. If he doesn't cut, you pull back and there's a cutting point. So black comes here and you gain more. And then you play all these endgame moves. And then increase the middle potential. So just jump. This jump doesn't do so much because black can attach here, then go down, then block, and even Kosumi. So in the end, you're not making too much profit in this area. It's more like keeping eye shape. That's why it's interesting to play the attach, because it helps the eye shape and eyes are easily made on the edges, and also it's good endgame. So black played the attach, but now he should continue with the clamp, Atari, go up. It's more active. He pulls back and now white can play away. The jump is good. Here, on this move, just connect solid. Obviously, black wants to capture that stone, so when you connect solid, he needs to come back, either a bump or a pullback. Then you play this kind of move, you're all connected, so the shape is pretty good. So bump, he captures, and now yeah, white still needs to come out and keep the stone safe. That was a bit too much. You'd play a shoulder hit to stay connected. If he pushes here, you pull back, you're trying to save the stone. Black will connect, then Hane under Incente. This block is still big, and this one too, so you prevent the monkey jumps, and then you just proceed with normal endgame. So that stone got cut off. Yeah, black needs to sacrifice a bit here. Lots of cutting points, that's good. White got some profit in this area. That's small. Yeah, finally the Hane Incente. So keep everything connected. I think it's more normal to block this way. Black can come in and then not so much territory. Yeah, this cut is good. No way for black to escape. Yeah, block. So this became a little bit dangerous for white. White can push one time and then connect. Now black has to come back here. So just connect. Bamboo, very good. Now here, in order to leave less cotrets, it's okay to connect solid. Even if the shape is a little bit ugly, later on black can push, Atari connect, or black will play away and white will block. But there is no, there are no cotrets, because like this, in the end, black connects, white connects, there is a throw in and another Atari here. So there are two cotrets instead of none. You can lose the game by half a point because of playing the artistic move. So that's all Sente. White can actually take the two stones here. So there is nothing to worry about. But yeah, I think white still needs a move inside. So playing the Atari here will save a point. This is big. Capture a few stones in that area. Oh, the end was nice. That's Sente, very good. Nothing to get in the corner. So normally here, black can play this move. So when white comes out, just Atari, Atari, and Atari. So black took, push, fine. Is this move necessary? Let's say white plays this, this, and this. So when black comes out, white takes the stone. If black plays Atari, white connects. If Atari, white takes, nothing happens. So this is -1 point. Instead of connecting in Gote, it's better to block with Ko. Because when black captures a Ko, you play a Ko thread, he answers, you take back. And now when he connects, you take Sente, and the Ko is still there. So eventually, at the end, you can connect here. But if you want to play bigger points, like 2 points here, you still fight the Ko. So it's too obedient just to connect 018. Was this necessary? What happens? So it's 1, 2. It's not necessary. Because when black comes out, you take here. So only at the end, let's say we have this, black connects, you have this. When black plays Atari, now you take the 3 stones. So that's another defense in advance, which shouldn't happen. Oh, now there's a problem. So here, black doesn't need that move to protect in the top, but he needs to connect in the center. And now, if white plays here, you just defend. So playing this one, it's ouch. Yeah. When white plays Atari, black needs to connect. White can connect, black connects, white captures everything. And when black connects here, white captures enough to win by resignation. So, yeah. Quite a big catch in center too. Nothing to do for black anymore. So he lost by 20 points. And this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 18, probably more than 20, 20 some. So actually black was probably winning by a couple of points if he doesn't lose this group in the center. Well, sometimes better be lucky than good. Enjoy the review.